Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie, and if you're new here, thank you for joining. I'm pretty new here too, so that makes two of us. Anyways, I actually have the opportunity to record my voice while I'm doing my makeup so that I don't have to go back and re-record it. Hopefully this stays in focus. My laptop is over here, so I can't see very well out of my peripherals, so I'm really hoping it stays in focus. So at any rate, I went ahead and primed my base and did my foundation and bronzer and concealer and everything because I'm on a time crunch today. We're going to Texas Falls. It's about an hour and a half away from here. I'm super stoked. It's supposed to be a pretty easy hike, easy to mid-level hike, but I've been really wanting to go hiking, and I heard Owl's Nest is overgrown and is a mess. My husband went there this morning to scope it out, and he's like, the path's terrible. So we chose Texas Falls. So hopefully it's beautiful like the pictures, and we're going to take you there and show you footage. We'll let you know how the hike is, and I will let you know how my makeup performed during the day. So at any rate, I really want to focus on the eyeshadow today because I got this new palette. It's Bad Habit Athena palette. And so I have actually played around with it a bit. It's really lovely. The colors are really good. They blend out well. They have good pigmentation to them. I'm just going to show you. Maybe this will be better. Okay, so everyone says that it's a dupe for one of the Huda Beauty palettes. Frankly, I don't give a crap because I got it. This is my first Hush order, and I just wanted to try it out because I had seen other people say it was really amazing. And I gotta tell you, it is. I think I paid $14 for this palette. And the Huda palette is almost $60, I believe. So I work a 40-hour week job in order to afford my makeup. I don't have a huge makeup collection. I'm trying to build it as I work on building my channel, but quite frankly, if I can save money and get good product, that's what I'm going to do. Because, let's be honest, not everyone has money to just throw away. I mean, most of us have to pay things like mortgages and car payments and insurance, and we're not making any money on YouTube. So, at any rate, let's just get into it. Today, I want to start out, I'm going to just do my base in this color right here. It's called Purity. I think I have used it for, a base several times. And by the way, this has a great mirror in it. It's really nice. It works well. But it picks up a lot of shadow. And I haven't noticed a lot of fallout, so that's a good thing. So we're just going to go and put this all over the lid, like so. And kind of like a base color. That way, everything else kind of stands out. And it's got a uniform something to stick to, basically. I have to go up kind of into my brow bone with this because that way that also is uniform. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into this shade. This is Valor, and we're just going to do our transition area. You see that right away, there's color. That's really nice, and it's pretty true. All right, and the next shade that I want to go into, I'm going to kind of keep it warm today, I think. I'm going to go in with this color, which is Lore. It's a nice burnt orange type of shade. I'm going to go in with an angled brush first. Try and get in all the way in to my crease there. Okay. And then go in with a smaller fluffy brush and work that in. I'm going to go back in with that original brush that I used and just blend that in so that you get that nice effect. I think I'm going to do like a halo eye. So I'm going to go in to the inner corners. A little bit. And the outer corners. Like this. And obviously, you know, I'm on a time crunch, so I don't have time to do all that concealer business. So we're just going to make this a blended halo. And I think I'm going to go in with this shade. It's called Cunning. It's gold. It's really pretty. Hopefully it'll translate on camera. But I'm just going to use my fingertip for this. It's really nice. Really nice. That is lovely. Lovely. And I have some pretty expensive makeup. I wouldn't say like super high end. I mean, we're not talking Guerlain or, you know, Tom Ford or anything, but I mean, I've got some Urban Decay palettes, Make It Forever palettes, you know, that cost me a pretty good dime. And this, I think, is better than my Make Up Forever palette. Which I never thought I'd say that because I love that palette, but why not be true? Alright. So I think I'm going to go in with a flat brush and just tap that on a little bit more. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. I said in the last video, you know, if you're not good with gel eyeliner, just practice at it. I'll tell you, make sure you have a decent brush first and foremost. Don't use the brush that comes with the eyeliner. If you buy an eyeliner with a brush, I know I've got some Revlon eyeliner that has a brush in the lid. It's not worth it. It's crap. Buy a brush. Eyeliner brushes are not that expensive. Just buy an eyeliner brush because yeah, you don't want to use those. They're weird flat brushes and they make it more difficult. Honestly, I've got like 3 eyeliner brushes. So, and I dig it out with my spatula out of the container and I put it on a stainless steel palette because I can sanitize this, I can sanitize that, but once you get germs in the actual eyeliner, it's done. Okay, so when I'm getting the eyeliner on the brush, I like to kind of twist it a little bit as I'm pulling it out to get a fine point on the brush. That way, I'm not just getting a glop of eyeliner on my eye. If you don't make funny faces when you're putting eyeliner on, there's something wrong with you. I think everyone probably does make funny faces when they're putting makeup on. I know I do. And this is when you definitely do not want dogs coming up behind you, just saying. Mine have a tendency to like to do it right when I'm putting on my eyeliner. I think they're cute. It's like their little joke. Actually, I think they're kind of assed out in back of me on the futon. And I hope this audio comes out because it is so much easier to do this and talk at the same time rather than going back and having to do audio because that's getting old. Just darken it up a little bit. Just do a little flick at the end. I'm getting too old for winged eyeliner. I think once you get past a certain age, you should just stop. And next, Blush Paradise. I have it in waterproof too. And I'm gonna use the waterproof today because we're going to a waterfall. Lord only knows, you know. And I'm taking my beans. Because if I want to go swimming, I'm going to go swimming. Right? I'm changing the best of it. Yellow, right? I will say, I'm not super stoked with the way the waterproof works. I don't think it is great. It's awesome as the regular, but it still works better than most mascaras I've ever tried. And I've spent some money on mascara, believe me. Okay, so that was quite a ride in. It was really steep and hilly and curvy, but we've arrived at our destination. Texas Falls, let's go check it out. Woo! Second set of steps that go absolutely to nowhere. Interesting. So here's your blessing and curse moment. There are toilets here because the ride in here is really long and there are not a lot of towns. But they're composting toilets, and if you've ever smelled one of those, it's like a portalet times 100. Awesome. But you know what? When you gotta go, you gotta go. So according to a sign back there, this area is highly magnetic. There's a bunch of magnetic ore in the ground, and I'm really interested to find out what it is. I just kind of glanced at it because I was trying to get some footage. So I'm gonna go back there and check that sign out, and I will let you guys know what it is that is making this area magnetic. It is really beautiful. The water is crystal clear. It feels like about 100 degrees out because, well, you can't get anywhere near the water. You can't swim. There's signs everywhere, like no swimming, no swimming. So I might just dip my hands in the water just to cool off a little bit, but that's what I get for wearing 3 shirts. What was I thinking? But it's really beautiful. If you get the chance to come here, you definitely should. It's not a bad hike. It's actually super, super easy, like right off the parking area, maybe a few hundred feet. So definitely come and check it out. It's gorgeous. Okay, so it's 11:59 and we've been back from Texas Falls for a little while. We stopped and got something to eat while we were out because it was a long car ride. But through beautiful, beautiful country. And Texas Falls is beautiful. You can't get that close to it, which I understand because it's kind of crevasses and I got some really good footage. So you'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it's a fairly good representation of how deep it is and rocky and craggy. It's not the biggest falls I've ever seen. It's certainly not as big as Crawford Notch's the gorge, and that's just beautiful. And so I definitely want to take you guys there. It's amazing, and it's a fun trip. That's more of a hike for sure, but somehow I got eyeliner like all smudged all over my face. That's kind of funny. I must have been rubbing my eyes or something, but we weren't able to really get that close to the water, so that was disappointing. I took my GoPro and I really wanted to get some bubbly water footage, but next time. But this actually is a pretty exciting video for me to make because this is kind of why I wanted to start my channel in the first place, because living my entire life in Florida, I would have never seen this unless I moved to a place like Vermont. So, and I just want people to see and experience how beautiful it is. But that being said, there's really no need for waterproof mascara today. But again, it was beautiful. Once you got hiking around, and we went into some areas that, you know, they say not to, but you know how that goes. I don't think when you go somewhere like that, even though, you know, there's trails and everything, you kind of always want to wander off a little bit. But obviously not too far, not enough to get lost. But hopefully, I looked at some of the footage already. It looks good, and hopefully it will be. My foundation seemed to be a little bit better today, but I actually ended up using Wet n Wild Photofocus. The Wet n Wild seems to work better than the other color correcting primer that I was using, so I am going to continue to try primers. We'll see. You know, I also want to try out some new foundations because you know, it's always nice to try something new, and who knows, maybe one of these days I'll find my holy grail product. Well, you know, who knows. But anyways, it was a great day. Still love the eyeshadow. It stayed nicely. It's beautiful colors, and I would definitely purchase another Bad Habit palette again for sure. Anyways, if you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like this video. If you want to see more like this, which was kind of my initial intention for my channel, you know, please, if there's somewhere in Vermont that you want to see, let me know. You know, I definitely have a whole bunch of ideas in my head, but, you know, we live right on the border of New Hampshire too, so I'm looking forward to showing you some of those areas. I want to, you know, hopefully do a trip to Maine at one of these, you know, one of these days. And someday I will make it down to Beantown because I really want to check Boston out. Hopefully someday when it's not quite as congested. I guess I need to find out what time of the year that is. But anyways, leave your thoughts and comments below, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!